Greetings, Light Tribe. Janine Palmer here, Spirit Silver Moon for Harmony Energy Healing, and I want to talk today about jealousy. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to start off saying if you, and a lot of people haven't studied this, but if a person studied Gnostic teachings openly as a seeker, okay, to try to step out of the box to get more understanding of the state the world is in today, which most people just reading one particular religious book aren't quite getting, okay? That there is incompleteness that has created what is going on today. Okay, so, and from that incompleteness was born jealousy and wrath and all manner of other heinous things, to which there is a positive opposite, thankfully. Okay, so jealousy. That is a difficult one for some people to move beyond. We have to learn detachment and forgiveness first. If we can't do that, we'll be stuck in that hellish state. And it is a hellish state. Not only is it a hellish state for the person who is drinking that poison, it is a hellish state for their loved ones or people who are trying to have some kind of a relationship with them. It ain't gonna work. They're habits and patterns and programs we feed with thought forms. Okay, so jealousy. Over the past 2 or 3 years on my lovely little journey here, I have seen it coming from other people and how absolutely destructive it is. It is nasty. To where we have to make decisions to cut people out of our space, who we like, who we love, who we would rather be there, but because of the jealousy issues and their unacceptable behavior because of that, we can't have them in our space anymore. And so it's interesting when you are empathic or when you are on a journey doing healing work to help others to heal after you've, helped yourself heal to a large degree, that these people will come along your path as friends. And maybe they're just there to learn as an observer. Nobody can make anybody do anything, and a lot of the times they're not open enough to the fact that that's something that they are in the midst of, or that they struggle with, or that holds them back, or that makes their life a big steaming shit pile because of the horrific energies that they're in and what they create because of it, and how they hurt other people, how they push their relationships away. They hurt the people who would try to love them because they're so freaking jealous. And they're jealous of anyone and everyone in that person's life. Why? Because they have lost something dear to their heart, because they're so wounded. Okay, they've lost something and they're so afraid of losing that thing that they suspect everyone and everything, and they're like on this like attack mode of finding fault with everyone, suspicious of everything and everyone. And they even make up stuff. I don't know if they believe it, but maybe they make up stuff and believe it, that they think this is happening, and then they react to it, and then they beat up the person they supposedly love because they can't trust them because of their own issues. It's extremely toxic. It's extremely unfair to the person who drinks that poison every day and to the people around them. And so you have to go on this dark night of the soul journey where life pushes you to your knees because of what you're going to find there. And you have to come to a place of surrender, and you have to come to some level of acceptance so that you can then move forward. You have to peel away layers. You have to let stuff go. The resentment that you're holding onto to what someone did to you. Okay, you had an experience with someone, you were supposed to learn from it. You don't have to hold on to it and carry it around like a dead horse. Okay, so learning detachment is a superpower, because attachment causes suffering. We're attached to what someone did to us, or what we think they did to us. And we wear that like a badge of a victim. Okay, so they are shackles that keep a person from moving forward. Now, if you can visualize taking a step back from the situation, maybe being more of an observer and a witness, and look at the situation and ask yourself, honestly, what did I learn from the situation? What did I learn from the person? Can I recognize that the person was probably wounded too, and that's why they did what they did? And maybe they weren't just out to attack me. Like, am I that much of a thing that someone just wants to, like, take me down for no good reason? No, everyone is wounded. Okay. So it's changing your perspective about it. You have to flip it. You have to become an alchemist. You have to transmute it. You have to take what was dark or appeared to be dark and painful and turn it into something of light, whatever that is. Maybe you can never trust yourself to have another relationship again because you think you can't trust anyone else. Okay, maybe that's what you wrote into your soul contract. Who knows? But when you can take what you went through and maybe you talk about it because you can share what you learned, when you can when you're not telling your story where it's coming from a place of hurt, but where you can tell it because you're going to share the wisdom that you gain from it, because we're not our stories, but they direct us. They shape us into who we are until we decide we want to take ourselves to another level and not stay stuck in that chapter. Okay, so how do you transmute that? Do you go into the wilderness, out into nature, and ground, and do some soul searching and some healing work, and listen to nature, and or to listen to yourself or the wilderness of yourself, of your higher self? Ask your subconscious to help you. Ask your guides. Do you do the work? Have you done the work? Do you know how to do the work? Because you can start to investigate that. Art, creating, painting, writing, very healing. Okay, to write down, this is what happened. This is how it made me feel. This is what I learned. And then burn it. There are ways that you can move beyond jealousy so that that bastard doesn't rule you. And sometimes you're swimming in this negativity and resentment, and you don't realize you're in jealousy. You don't see your behavior, but other people see it big time. Oh, they see it. And some of them will hold space for you because they care about you, and other ones will just say, you know what, I don't want this negativity in my space, and they're going to unfriend or cut you out. And it doesn't mean they don't care about you. It just means they want their space to be more positive and more of a higher vibrational level. So this is just to think more about jealousy, because if humanity as a whole can't move past it, they will remain stuck in hell. Okay, but it happens on an individual level first. Peace.